Welcome to our AP Bible channel, God's Message for You. March 9th, 2026. A motivational word of faith and hope. Today, March 9th, is another beautiful day that God has given you. No matter what you faced yesterday, today is a fresh beginning filled with new hope, new strength, and new opportunities. God wants you to remember that you are not alone in your journey. Even when life feels heavy and uncertain, His presence surrounds you like a shield, protecting and guiding you every step of the way. Sometimes life places challenges in front of us that seem impossible to overcome. There are moments when your heart feels tired, your mind feels overwhelmed, and your faith feels tested. But God's message for you today is simple yet powerful. Do not give up. The struggles you are facing are not meant to destroy you. They are meant to strengthen you. God sees every tear you have cried in silence. He hears every prayer whispered in the quiet moments of your life. Even when you feel like heaven is silent, God is still working behind the scenes, arranging things in ways you cannot yet see. What feels like a delay is often God preparing something greater than you imagined. Remember that every season in life has a purpose. There are seasons of joy, seasons of waiting, and seasons of growth. Even the difficult seasons are part of God's plan to shape your character and prepare you for the blessings ahead. The storms in your life are not permanent. They are temporary moments that will pass. God is reminding you today that your story is not over. You may feel like you have made mistakes or taken wrong turns in life, but God's grace is bigger than any failure. He specializes in turning broken situations into beautiful testimonies. When you place your trust in Him, He can transform pain into purpose and disappointment into destiny. There may be people who doubted you, criticized you, or even walked away from you when you needed them most, but do not allow their words to define your worth. Your identity does not come from the opinions of others. It comes from God. You are created with love, designed with purpose, and chosen for something meaningful. God's message today is also a reminder to keep your heart strong and your faith alive. Faith is not believing that life will always be easy. Faith is trusting God even when the path ahead is unclear. When you walk by faith, you allow God to lead you through doors that you could never open on your own. There will be moments when you feel like nothing is changing in your life. You may be praying for answers, waiting for breakthroughs, or hoping for a miracle. In those moments, do not lose hope. God's timing is perfect. What He has planned for you will arrive at the right moment, not a second too early and not a second too late. Sometimes God allows delays because He is preparing you for something bigger. If a blessing comes before you are ready, it may not last. But when God prepares your heart first, the blessings that follow will be stronger and more meaningful. Today, God is asking you to release your worries and place them in His hands. Carrying the weight of fear and anxiety will only drain your spirit. When you surrender your concerns to God, you allow His peace to fill your heart. That peace is stronger than fear and deeper than any problem you may face. Another important message God wants you to remember today is to keep a grateful heart. Gratitude has the power to change your perspective. When you focus on what you still have rather than what you have lost, your spirit becomes lighter and your faith becomes stronger. Even small blessings, like waking up this morning, breathing fresh air, or having the chance to try again, are gifts from God. When you acknowledge these blessings, you begin to see how much God is already working in your life. God also encourages you today to be kind and compassionate toward others. In a world filled with negativity and division, your kindness can become a light for someone who is walking through darkness. Sometimes a simple word of encouragement or a small act of love can change someone's entire day. When you help others, you reflect God's love in a powerful way. The goodness you share with the world will never be wasted. God sees every act of kindness, even the ones that no one else notices. As you move through this day, remember that you are stronger than you think. God has placed courage within your heart. You have already survived many challenges in the past. and the same strength that carried you through those moments will carry you forward again. Do not let fear stop you from moving toward your dreams. God has placed gifts and talents inside you for a reason. Your life has a purpose that only you can fulfill. Trust that the path ahead is being guided by divine wisdom, even if you cannot see the full picture yet. If you ever feel lost or uncertain, take a moment to pause and pray. Prayer reconnects your heart with God's presence. It reminds you that you are never walking through life alone. In prayer, you will find comfort, direction, and renewed strength. Today is a reminder that hope is still alive. The challenges you face today may become the testimonies that inspire others tomorrow. Your perseverance, your faith, and your courage can become a light for someone else who is struggling. So move forward today with confidence. Walk with faith, speak with kindness, and live with gratitude. God's love is guiding you. His wisdom is protecting you, and His grace is carrying you. No matter what happens today, remember this truth. God is with you, God believes in you, and God is preparing something beautiful for your future. Stay strong, keep believing, and never forget that the best chapters of your life may still be ahead.